Hi there, my name's Carmen Champion and I own Main Street Yoga. Welcome to my home office. I wanted to set up a video for those of you that weren't able to make it to our 200-hour yoga teacher training info meeting, just as an opportunity for you to hear somebody talk about the program live, and hopefully it'll answer some questions that you may feel you couldn't find on the website. If you are looking at the website, you can take a look at mainstreetyoga.com/200-hour, or just go under the drop-down menu under Yoga Studio Schedule, and it'll give you the information. It'll also give you the PDF to pull up the application and take a look at that. It will, in addition to that, give you the dates of the program. So it's 1 weekend a month over the course of 9 months, the first weekend being February 23rd through 25th. It's Friday evening through Sunday night. So Friday, you'll begin at 6. Yeah, I think that's right. 6 to 9:30. And then Saturday and Sunday, it'll be 8:30 in the morning to 6:30 at night, with breaks and lunch and things like that. It will be located at the studio, which is at 418 North Main Street in Bloomington, Illinois. And the group will be a minimum of 8 people, maximum of 16 because of our space. So what's nice about this compared to other programs is some of the other programs sometimes have in the neighborhood of 30. I've heard of situations where it's been 100, depending on the size of the school that you're going to. So you will have the opportunity to get to know the other people that you're moving through the training with, so that you guys can study together, so you can work on your own time together if you'd like to. And you will be broken into small groups so that if you have questions or you need kind of a reference point in between weekends, you can do that. There is a snow day, so if you look at the website, there is a snow day factored in at the end of October. Otherwise, the program's set to wrap up October 12th through the 14th. That'll be the last weekend. The people that come in to teach it, or I should say the organization is called Pranakriya. Pranakriya yoga stems from Kripalu yoga. It is a lineage, much like Iyengar, Ashtanga, Baptiste, all different types of styles of yoga. Swami Kripalu was a monk who passed away in 1981. And he had a pretty heavy meditation practice. I would say that his practice was meditation and not asana. I don't know of him to do much, if any, asana, really. So the type of yoga that we practice, it comes from a meditation standpoint. It's not that it can't be active. It's not that it can't be challenging, but it's definitely one that works much more from the inside out than some other practices that you can encounter. You will learn breathing exercises. You will learn basic skills on teaching meditation. One of the things, the program changes and evolves every time it comes through town. So what's different about this program, and I did take this program. I took it a few years ago and loved it. And one of the things that they started adding is they've added more anatomy. So those of you that, may be a little confused, or maybe muscles aren't really your forte, William's wonderful. So Willian Hufschmidt will be the teacher. He's out of Atlanta, Georgia. So he will be flying in every weekend. He's been teaching yoga since 1988 and is fabulous. So when you work with William, he's very good about teaching you how to hold space for other people and not impose yourself onto the student, so the student can have their own experience. William's very savvy with the way the muscles work and move in the body, and he'll bring pieces of a skeleton, fake skeleton, a skeleton to show you how the muscles and the bones all work together. You do have an anatomy book as a part of the required reading, so there will be homework so that you can move through. I'm trying to think of some of the questions I get. So one of the most popular questions I get is, what if I don't want to become a yoga teacher? Will I still get value out of this? Absolutely. Absolutely. I personally don't consider myself a yoga teacher as opposed to a professional student of yoga. The reason being is kind of like cooking. You can learn a lot and you can be a very good cook, but you don't have to make every fancy thing in the world to be a good cook. And there's no beginning or end to cooking. Yoga to me is very, very similar. You can have a very, very broad practice, or you can hone it into one special subset of yoga and still have a very healthy and dynamic practice. So if you're looking to expand your personal practice, what this will give you is you'll break down dozens of postures. You'll learn how to feel them in the body every weekend. You'll refine them every weekend. You learn how to look at another body and help adjust or make suggestions to that person or to that student to support them and give them some safe alternatives too. One of the things that we run into as teachers a lot is people with physical considerations. I think the vast majority of us have a physical consideration here and there, whether it be a weight situation, a height situation, maybe you have a wrist or knee sensitivity. I think everybody at some point works with something, and it's nice to know how to support those people when they're working through something like that. You'll learn lots of variations. You'll learn how to structure a class. So even if you don't want to become a teacher, you will go through the process of learning how to build a class and lead a class. I've had people that have gone through the program and they didn't think they'd teach, and now they teach all the time. And I've had people go through the program with the intention of teaching who never did. And it's all fine. It's your practice. And so you get the opportunity to make that decision for yourself. You will get manuals. So the first weekend you'll get there, you'll get some CDs to help practice. So there's homework. I think that's one of the things that people are always curious about. You will get a syllabus, which is really, really nice. It kind of lays it out how the 9 weekends are going to work. William will let you know kind of when the weekends are a little more heavy as far as either you're taking a lot or there's a lot of asana that weekend, or if it's a lot of theory that weekend, he'll give you an idea. You build up to those heavy weekends. You don't start straight out the gate, even though I will say some weekends you do feel like you're drinking out of a fire hose sometimes. And they give you lots of opportunities for support, either through your personal small groups or through just questions. One of the things I value about William as a teacher is he takes the time to answer everyone's question, and he doesn't blow off your questions or cut short the answers. He definitely wants to make sure that you have the material and you understand the concepts. So with that being said, the homework is mostly anatomy. There's some reading. There's a required reading list that you'll get once you apply. The anatomy book is the required one that you're asked to purchase ahead of time. It's kind of nice to go over it. And then you'll get a manual that has all the postures. You'll get your homework journal, which you'll do a lot of writing. They ask you to do at least 8 observations. So what they're looking for you to do is they're looking for you to go take a class from another teacher. Nobody that's in your YTT, but from other teachers around the area. So you could do them all at Main Street. You can go around town. Peoria and Champaign has some really lovely studios too. But you can go and kind of get a sense of what other teachers do, how their cueing language sounds, what you like or don't like about the experience, and what really helped you. From personal experience, that was one of the best things I did. I felt like the observations really gave me a great framework for what type of teacher I wanted to be. The homework is graded primarily based off participation. So it's a lot of it is, you know, you just need to get it done, and you need to be actively involved in the process. You are expected to be there every weekend. If you miss a weekend, if there's something coming up, or if there's something that you're worried about because you know that it's that it could be a situation, I would definitely shoot me an email, Carmen at mainstreetyoga.com, CARMEN at mainstreetyoga, all spelled out, .com. And I can connect you with William. You can also look him up, Willian Hufschmidt, or yogawithwilliam.com, and reach out to him personally and just say, hey, I've got this thing. Maybe your daughter's getting married, or your son, or and there's something that's going on, and he can work an alternative plan out for you. I would definitely discourage missing as much as possible, because you do have to participate in a live format in order to graduate through the Yoga Alliance requirements. So you definitely don't want to be skipping or missing. Not only that, but it disrupts the whole energy of the community that you're creating during those 9 months. And so you don't want to be that guy. So the process is you fill out your application. The PDF is listed on the website under the 200-hour tab. It does ask for a picture. You don't need to do a headshot. A selfie, just a clear selfie of your face, is fine. The reason they ask for a picture is so that what William's going to do is he's going to try to match faces to names, so that when he comes in, he's not meeting everybody for the first time. He's got some reference points so that you guys can just pick up really quickly and go. It's not a beauty contest. So just know that the picture really just needs to be a clear picture of you. You'll submit the application to me at the studio first. So I'll look at it first. It will need to come with a check made out to mainstreet.com or Main Street Yoga. And please hand it to me personally, or drop it through the mail slot. And I will email you when I get it, so that you know that it has been received if you didn't hand it off to me personally. The payment process, some people are asking me if they can pay upfront. Some people are asking me if they can pay in installments. I work with you on that on a case-by-case basis. So once you're accepted, we will work out the payment arrangement together. I've never had one person do it all the same way. So I just don't even have it listed on the website. And then that can make it really easy. And then your materials fee will be due by the first night. One of the questions I get is, can I pay in installments? Yes, you can pay in installments, but you have to be paid by the first night, or you will not be allowed to participate. So if you want to pay a little bit at a time up until February 23rd, and you want to pay with your last installment that day, that's completely fine, as long as you're completely paid up. If you are not completely paid up, we will not allow you to participate, period. And if you do pay up by the next day or the day after, then you will have to make up the previous day's work at your own expense. We are pretty strict about that. There are opportunities. So when you are working through your 200-hour program, there are more opportunities. So the 200-hour program is kind of like getting your bachelor's in yoga. And then there are additional advanced teacher trainings that we do at the studio. Next year in 2018, we'll have a yoga anatomy for yoga teachers. We'll have Thai yoga basics, and then we'll have an ethics course. The first two are going to be a 5-day program. The last one is in December. It's just a 2.5-day program. They're all elective, but they can accumulate to become a 300-hour certification that lets you be an advanced, considers you to have advanced training. Those programs are really, really fun. You can absolutely take them in conjunction with YTT, and they're so nourishing is the best word I have for them. So there are more opportunities to grow and move with Pranakriya. You're even welcome to go and look and travel with Pranakriya and see what kind of things that they do at pranakriya. Is it .org or .com? Sorry, guys. And then that can be another opportunity to get a sense of what's going on. The program is Hatha Tantra Hatha Yoga. I know I said it was a lineage. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I missed. I will help participate to a smaller extent, so I will be present at the studio, but William's going to pretty much be the main guy. And yeah, I mean, if you have any other questions, don't hesitate to ask. There's no question too big or little. And I'm happy to support you on this decision to become a yoga teacher in any way I can. Thank you so much for watching this video, and have a great week. Namaste.